Good Friday morning, my dear Christian family. I hope that this recording and this Friday finds you having completed a wonderful week. I hope that you're looking forward to a fantastic weekend. If you're planning on helping us in the fellowship hall at 9 o'clock, I hope to see you tomorrow. But in any event, more than anything else, as always, I hope that you are living your very best life in Jesus Christ. Recently I've gotten the impression that one of my Christian brothers, who's younger than I am, is struggling with a sense of, I don't know, maybe it could be regret, or not quite sure what's going on. I get the impression that this young person, of course he's young compared to me, is starting to wonder about some of the decisions he made in his life. And it reminded me that something I wrote last year, and it was that as a pastor, I often find myself talking to many people who start sentences with, if only. If only I had a better job, if only I had more time, if only I had a decent car, if only I could find that special someone, if only I hadn't made this decision in the past, or if only I had gone to college or whatever, if I only had, if I only could. And it bothers me that these folks, their world seems to be populated with wishes for a better life based upon their want of something else to fulfill their life or to make them happy or successful. Now, in this particular case, this young man's a Christian, but nonetheless, we all have these thoughts. And I suppose that's simply human nature, but speaking from experience, that mindset often leads to a very frustrating and joyless existence, and frankly, as a Christian, it can steal your joy in a heartbeat. If you could paint a picture of your version of what the good life would look like, what's the golden personal dream that fills your mind when you say to yourself, if only I had? What's the one thing in your life that you tell yourself would make you happy? Maybe it's in the past. Maybe it's something that's happening today. You see, it's very tempting to associate the good life with something physical. Perhaps it would mean living in a certain place, or getting that job that you've always dreamed of, or, living in a better house, or whatever. Maybe it means having a special relationship with a special person, or maybe for you it would be earning a certain amount of money or respect. Maybe it would be looking a certain way or experiencing a certain level of physical health. The thing is, when we define the good life by these kind of physical experiences, there's a second thing that happens. And we hate to admit it, but we tend to judge God by his willingness to deliver them to us. It's true. We unwittingly begin to evaluate God's goodness by whether or not he gives us the thing that we've set our heart on. And often God doesn't give us the things we've set our heart on precisely because we've set our hearts on them. You see, because we've set our hearts on them, they're a spiritual danger to us. So God is responding to us in a way that's good for us, even though it doesn't feel good at the moment. It's often in these moments of want that we're experiencing the Psalm 27:13 that calls it the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Because he loves us and because he's good, God keeps from us those things that fight for control of our hearts, and therefore fight for the place that he's the only person supposed to have. It's like this. If you ask Landry what he wants for a snack, it's almost invariably something that's bad for him. I can hear it now. Pop, I'm hungry. I want candy bar, a can of Coke, and a bowl of ice cream. Well, Nana will say, I'll make you a peanut butter sandwich with some apple slices on the side. And that's normally when the whining starts. The more likely scenario is that Landry would immediately protest to Nana, I don't want peanut butter, I want candy. Why can't I have candy? Why can't I ever have what I want? You guys are parents, you understand. And at this moment, Landry is probably not considering Nancy the example of a loving and caring Nana in his opinion. See, being confident of the goodness of the Lord shouldn't be confused with an assumption that because God is good, he'll give me all the things I've set my heart on. But we do. God is not and has never been what I used to refer to as a cosmic vending machine to deliver us our wants. In his grace, God is freeing us from the small confines of our little definition of what's good, so that we can experience the huge and satisfying good that is planned for us. You see, grace welcomes us to experience what is eternally right, eternally true, and eternally good. Grace invites us to good that we could never have imagined, deserved, or earned. I know it has in my case. It's nice to have a nice house or a comfortable life, but even better to have come to a place where we no longer feel that we need those things to feel good about our lives because we have Jesus. Surely God will bless us with physical things. He says so, but every good physical thing that he gives us is meant to be a sign that points us to the good that can only be found in him. That's the bottom line. The good is that God promises me isn't a situation or a possession or a position or a relationship. The good that he promises me is himself, forgiving and guiding and supporting and strengthening. And if you think about it, what more could you ask for? I mean, what could possibly be a better gift in your life than that? I hope you have a wonderful day. Like I said, I hope to see some of you tomorrow at 9 o'clock at the fellowship hall for the cleanup. And, of course, I hope to see everybody on Sunday. Remember, Sunday is Palm Sunday. And we're coming up on Easter. Hope to see everybody there for Easter, too. In any event, I want you to know that I'm here should you need me. I truly love you all. And, of course, if you need me, don't hesitate to call. Have a great day. Bye-bye.